Yes, good morning to all of you. Myself, Mahesh Jagdish Pingde, lecturer Electronics Engineering, Government Polytechnic, Ambad. So, dear students, in our today's lecture, we are going to discuss the concept of skip zone. In the previous lecture, we discussed about the concept of the skip distance. So, while defining the skip distance, we define skip distance as the shortest distance from a transmitter measured along the surface of the earth at which the sky wave of fixed frequency returns back to the earth's surface. So, while discussing this particular skip distance, whatever the transmitting frequency we have kept constant, but we have varied the angle of incidence. So, this is your ionosphere layer. So, suppose a constant frequency signal is sent toward the ionosphere, and if angle of incidence it is more, then this particular ray 1 reach to the longer distance from a transmitter. Now, if we send the same constant frequency signal, but angle of incidence it gets reduced, then this particular ray 2 will reach nearer to the transmitter. So whatever the distance of ray 1 it is greater more than that of your ray 2, so communication distance between these 2 points it becomes less, or communication range gets reduced. Once again, if we further increase the angle of incidence, then also the distance gets reduced. So what we observe is that if we decrease the angle of incidence, the distance from the transmitter along the earth's surface it will get reduced one. Now one certain point will reach, then if we reduce the angle of incidence, now these rays will not return back to the earth's surface and escapes into the space. So that's why this is called as the ionosphere. So these ray 4 and ray 5 never return back to the earth's surface, and these are the escaped from this particular ionosphere. So what we find is that ray 3 is the point where we can get the signal. So within transmitter and this particular point where the ray 3 it is reached, only the communication is done, but below that particular range we are never receiving any kind of signals because these energies get escaped out. So this is all about the skip distance. So skip distance it is nothing the shortest distance from the transmitter along the earth surface where we can get the actual energy of constant frequency. Below the skip distance no any signal will be received which is transmitted by your transmitter. So it is the minimum distance where we can receive the transmitted signal. Now in our today's lecture we are going to discuss about the skip zone. So what exactly we mean by the skip zone? So all of you are observing here the diagram. Here we are just concentrating on the concept of skip zone. Now let us have a look over this particular diagram. So this particular layer it is nothing but the ionosphere from where the reflection of the signal regarding sky wave propagation it is done. So A is the point where the transmitter is placed, right? Now we are sending a constant frequency signal to the ionosphere, and from ionosphere the signal will reflect back and reach to the point B. So from A is the transmitter position and B is the receiver position. So from A we have transmitted the signal, it will reach to the ionosphere, and from ionosphere it will reflect back and reach to the earth surface. So this is your destination. Now what we find is that this particular point A to B is nothing but your skip distance. So from A point to the B point is the skip distance, means this is the distance, minimum distance where we can reach a constant frequency communication signal, right? So the range above B we can get the signal by changing the angle of incidence, but the range which is just below the point B we will never get any kind of signals over here because all energy gets escaped out as we discussed previously. So if we observe one point D over here, so at point D we will never get any kind of signal transmitted by this particular transmitter A. Similarly, at particular point between C and D, this particular point we will never get any energy from your sky wave propagation. Now here they have cleared one concept that suppose C is the point, for that particular, if we are using a ground wave propagation, then from A to C the ground wave propagation is possible. So up to point C a ground wave propagation, not sky wave propagation, ground wave propagation it is possible. So if anyone want to send the signal from point A to point C, sky wave propagation is not possible for this particular point, but ground wave communication is possible. But from point C to point B, there is no any kind of communication applicable with the help of sky wave. So that's why this particular zone comes under the skip zone. So skip zone is nothing but the range where we are unable to get any kind of signal. So that is called as the skip zone. So while talking about the skip zone, we can say that we have seen what we mean by the skip distance. Now let us understand the meaning of skip zone. Refer to the diagram as we discussed, where the distance A to B is the skip distance, that is the minimum distance over which a signal can be received with the help of sky wave propagation. Distance A to C is the ground wave range. So within distance A to C, the ground wave propagation is applicable. So we once again repeat, I will repeat the thing. The range A, so distance A to B, sky wave propagation is available above B and onwards. A to C, ground wave propagation is possible, but the distance C to B, it is called as the skip zone, because there is no any kind of communication takes place, because sky wave get failure because of the incidence angle, and ground wave range has its own range limitations, right? So this is the zone, it is called as the skip zone. Now the concept is that if we want to do the communication at point D, so what necessary steps we have to do? So this is cleared with the point, with our next point, that is called communication in this skip zone. So if we want to communicate within this particular area called as the skip zone, where ground wave propagation is not possible and sky wave propagation is also not possible. So let us have take example. If we want to communicate the point D, which is lie under the skip zone range, so at that time what necessary we have to steps we have to take so that the communication is self done. So here in previous diagram there is a constant frequency we are using. In this particular diagram we are saying that the constant frequency we are using, but if we want to communicate with the point D from A, we have to change the frequency. So the maximum usable frequency that we have to change. So for the first case, suppose at point B where the skip distance is applicable, if the frequency is f1, now we have to change the frequency such that it will get reach to point this particular D. So here is the case mentioned that f2 is less than f1. So now f2, if we select the frequency which is less than that of your f1, then the signal will reach to the point T. So if the frequency is more, then the signal which will reach for a longer distance. But if the frequency gets reduced, then the range of communication also gets reduced. Now the signal will reach to the point D. Now we can say that now A to D is nothing but your skip distance, because now the shortest distance it is AD, not AB, right? So that point we are just discussing here. So looking at the figure, it is clear that if the receiver happens to be the skip zone, then neither a sky wave nor a ground wave propagation can be used to communicate with it. So it is completely lies in skip zone. So ground wave propagation is not also applicable for point D, and sky wave propagation is not also applicable for point D. And if we want to do the communication at point D, we have to change the frequency. So the next point they have cleared here. Now refer to the figure 6.6.1f. The point D lies in the skip zone as we previously discussed. Now communication with this point is possible by reducing the operating frequency. of the transmitter at point A. Thus, F2 becomes the MEF of new skip distance AD. So, if we reduce the frequency, the range of communication gets reduced. So, at that time, now new skip distance it is formed, that is called as A to D, where we can get the minimum range, that is minimum shortage distance from a transmitter measured along the surface of the earth, at which the sky wave of frequency returns back to the earth, right? So this is all about the skip zone concept. So thank you very much.